Rob, thank you for joining us. Ultimately, defeat here at the Broadfield Stadium, but positive to take from that one, was there?
Yeah, a lot of positives to take. There's clear things we need to fix as well. But probably over the last 2 games, got to get a good idea of the squad and the team and see different players. And I think scoring 3 goals, coming back from 3-0 down shows a lot of character. And I think that's something this group has. I think obviously we're a young group who's inexperienced at this level, and I think we just need to get our feet and understand that if we keep doing the right things, we stay consistent, then we've clearly got a lot of attacking ability and a lot of options. So always positives to take, and you have to look at them because this is a process, this isn't a come in and try and win games any way or how. You know, if that was the case, then I don't think I'd be sitting here. For me, it's about developing the players, but also finding out how we're going to get the best out of them, so that we can start implementing change as quick as we can and getting leaner. But obviously, I want to see that free-flowing attacking football as well. And if you have to score 6 to win a game, we'll score 6, and then we'll figure it out from there.
Yeah, it seemed like there was just a little sort of period early in the second half that we sort of let ourselves down a tad, because before that we probably should have been 2 or 3 clear at half time. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think so. I thought we started the first half really well. What was good to see was getting into there. It was controlling the ball, but not just controlling the ball, but it was really affecting the back line. Rush, who was, I thought, excellent all night, probably standout player in terms of his energy and his pace and trying to affect the goal, which we know he can. But I thought, the midfield gave us control. Gav was excellent in his first game in terms of breaking lines. But then, the goal comes in terms of, not against the run of play, but the goal comes from an area, balls into the box, etc. And we just need to get a bit leaner in our understanding of how we negate that. But then obviously a poor start to the second half, and I think that's why you have to stay consistent in football, because if you don't stay consistent, then you lose the whole process of what you're trying to do. So an unbelievable reaction, and I thought there's only one team that could win it. But unfortunately, again, maybe a bit of naivety, a bit of tiredness from some players who haven't had minutes in terms of trying to go for the fourth, when in reality, when you've come back to 3-3, that emotional charge where you want to go on and have that fairy tale ending. And obviously, it stung us a little bit tonight. But like I said to the boys in there, you've got 2 options. You can sulk and feel sorry for yourselves. You can come in Thursday ready to work, ready to understand that we can be really effective. And we just need to learn and get better. A lot of these players, like I said before, it's first experience at this level, quite a new squad, quite a young squad, new team, and they will get better. We just got to keep working at it. Yeah,
we spoke, didn't we, on Saturday? It would just be good to get scoring again. Yeah, that's probably going to give the lads a lot of confidence, and as you mentioned there, especially for the likes of Rush, who've been out without a goal for a while, it's going to give the lads confidence, isn't it, as we build into the weekend?
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, there's loads of goals in this team. You look at the players we've got in there, like Rushy, Swanee. Tola was excellent tonight, considering it's one of his first games, and obviously we'd like to have played him longer, but we've got to be careful of a few players who are building up minutes. But no, it's good to see that we do have lots of goals in the team. Obviously, when you can bring Darce Jr. on, Swanee, for example, we were able to impact that. Brad had to come on for Charlie, who we're gonna, if he's just getting checked over, make sure he's not too bad. But I think it's got to give the lads confidence and understanding that they can really, really punish teams. And the more they get consistent with doing that, there's a few triggers we're trying to get into them, which we will. They'll get it. It's only been a week, and it's a big turnaround from the previous manager who's been here for 2 years. And it's just a few little tweaks that we believe in. It's genuinely exciting. It's going to be hard work. Everyone's written us off already, and it's going to be hard work, and it's not going to be the fairy tale win every game. But if anything's worth having, it comes with hard work, comes with sacrifice, and it comes with belief. So as long as them players show me that, then we'll be absolutely fine.
Yeah, we spoke after the game on Saturday about this sort of game as an exercise as a whole, a chance for yourself to see more of the squad, away from the sort of nitty-gritty of the league. Are you happy with tonight as an exercise, even if you take away the result in terms of who you've been able to see, getting minutes into certain players? Are you sort of content with how it's gone?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of, obviously the downside is, unfortunately, because the injury to Joy, we had to play Flinty and Tobes longer than we'd want to, because they're carrying a few issues. But look, that's football, that's life. People get issues, they get knocks. But what they didn't do is they didn't bow out. They stuck at it, and they showed that mentality to carry on. At 3-0 down, you're having a tough night. But I thought they got better as it went on. Toby, when he moved into the middle, was excellent winning balls. And there are going to be mistakes and going to be goals scored against you. But it was the mentality that I was pleased with tonight. It's frustrating, and there's things we need to improve on. But as long as the lads give me that mentality in terms of trying to play forward, trying to do the right thing, trying to score goals, then we can work on it. And I thought there was a few individuals that really stood out, and it was pleasing to see.
Yeah, we're obviously back in action here on Saturday against Shrewsbury. Is the action tonight giving you sort of anything to think about in terms of changing from the game at Wycombe on Saturday, or is it sort of still too early to tell yet?
I think yes and no. There's a couple of players out there that will definitely be starting Saturday because of tonight, and there's other players that have earned the right to start because of what they've done previously and also their consistency. So we'll assess it on Saturday. There's going to be a few bumps and bruises from tonight. We need to make sure Charlie Barker, I'm gutted if he's gutted for him getting an injury. I think he's had a bit of a knock to his head, so we just need to make sure first and foremost he's okay. But Charlie's been exceptional since he's come in. I think what people didn't realise is he was throwing up all night on Friday and had a massive migraine Saturday, and then he comes on and plays like that, and that tells me everything I need to know about Charlie. He might make mistakes, but he's going to be a really important player for us going forward. And yeah, I think we just need to make sure that we don't get too carried away, don't get too up, don't get too down. Great that we scored loads of goals, still could have scored more, and I think the lads need to understand why they scored their goals. Width of the team, running forward, trying to break lines. Defensively, yes, we're showing teams wide, but we need to lock up in the box. We need to defend the box better. But again, it's not criticism; it's things to work on. And that's all we have to do. You have to do the work.
Perfect.
From what you've said, is at the moment, are the performances more important than the results for you?
Definitely, because listen, you want to win every game, so let's not try and turn it into I don't care about the results.
Yeah.
But I think this team have proved, and this squad will prove, that the performances will gain results. I don't think we're going to be a team that's going to sit in a low block of 4-4-2 or 4-5-1 and transition. We're a team that want to dominate the ball. We want to play good football. We want to get into attacking areas. We want to give our attacking players the best option to create as much carnage as possible. With the play they've got, and we've got so many players that can do that. And you know what? I think for me, as my personality and the way I want the team to be, is I couldn't do it any other way. I want to live by the sword, die by the sword. And if you lose last minute like we did tonight, but the lads show me everything going forward and they give everything they could, then I can take that, because what we can do is we can show them, we can work on it, and we can work backwards and we can improve little by little. But I think the big message is we're not gonna just fix it in a couple of days and win Saturday and win every game. Yes, we're going to try everything we can to win Saturday, but we're going to try and do it our way, and we're going to make sure we stick to it. And I think what the good thing is with this squad is it gives us multiple options in terms of if one dynamic's not working, we can at least be a bit fluid and try another one.
Yeah, and we saw Josh Flint captain the side for the first time. What characteristics has Josh got that made you pick him as captain tonight?
I think he's just a silent leader. He gives everything for the team. He puts himself out there. He's an excellent professional, and he's really engaged, and he wants to learn and he wants to listen. And I think sometimes, what we're going to have to do with Josh is rein him in a little bit, because he wants to do so much that we just need to try and help him in terms of his positioning and everything else. But when you've got a character like that with his ability and the desire to want to learn and the desire to want to win, it's the perfect sort of player to work with as a manager, and there's lots of lads like that. They all want to learn, they're all young, and I think we just need to get the lads understanding that they can how, if they buy into what we're asking, that they can improve both with and without the ball, because at this level you get punished. You can get punished with the ball, you get punished without the ball, and we need to make sure we get those things right.
Yeah, and obviously the goalkeeper situation, I thought Connell did really well tonight. No, you weren't tempted to come out of retirement, no, for tonight?
I couldn't think of anything worse. I think those days are gone. A couple of years ago when I used to train a little bit, I loved it, but no. And then when you see Connell, I thought, look, Connell's been someone who's a very good goalkeeper through injuries and whatnot. He's not played loads of games, but I think you can see from tonight why he's so highly rated. And I think the big thing for me was that you talk about goalkeeping and saves and everything, which he produced, but his calmness on the ball, but also he trained with us one day yesterday, he plays tonight and plays like that. That shows real character, and that shows someone who's got an opportunity to play, who's going to have a good career and going to play more games. And so we're thankful that we've managed to get him in, and he obviously put on a good show, was very sharp, and hopefully that helps him ready for Saturday and a bit more understanding of what we're trying to do as a team. Yeah,
and with Jasper, we obviously called him back off loan. Is it just a little bit too early for him to be starting for Crawley Town?
Yeah, it is, and we spoke to Jasper about that. I know he'll be a little bit frustrated, as all young goalkeepers will, but we're going to try and work hard, and we'll see if there's any solutions we can find for that area, because we want Jasper out playing. He obviously went to Whitehawk and we had to recall him, and ideally we can get him out playing games, because Jasper's been fantastic. He's infectious around the place. He's a very good goalkeeper, but like I said to him, I was like, it would be really harsh for us to chuck you in at this level before you're ready, and that could be detrimental. And it's about, again, following the right paths for him. He needs to go out there, he needs to tick off the levels and work hard to play the game. So that's something that hopefully we'll be able to fix. Can't guarantee it, because obviously the situation with the injuries that we've had, we've been unfortunate with Beachy and Ryan, but we're we're trying to assess it and see what we can do.
And you brought Chris Dixon in, I believe, today as a goalkeeping coach. Is that his name?
Yeah.
So you've got that right. What will he bring? And is there anyone else you're looking to bring in to add to the coaching staff?
No, so Hafiz, who was with us, who was obviously with us pre-season, stepping up to help because obviously he's got that continuity with the lads, and he'll understand what the lads are used to. So obviously there's going to be a transition from what we're saying to what the lads understand. And Chris has come in. He's been at Rochdale for 4 years, known about him, and he's someone that got recommended to us. But the big thing I liked is Rochdale plays similar to how I like to play, and he signed a lot of goalies that I like, and also worked with goalkeepers. The previous goalkeeper at Gateshead, and the reference was good. And when we sat down, we went through all the stuff he likes to work on in the detail. I think he's going to be massive for the goalkeepers here, for Jojo and for Jasp, and obviously Beachy and Ryan in the back, because we want to help develop everyone, and Chris really does that. He's professional, and he wants to learn. He wants to help the lads develop and learn, and I think it really adds to the culture as well.
Brilliant, thanks.
No worries.
Cheers.